All right, my friends, I haven't been to an antique mall since I've been doing the thrift boxes. So I'm hoping I can find some antique, well, from the antique mall stuff for you guys. For those of you that don't know, the thrift boxes, I pick stuff, I double my cost, and I sell it to you. And I make sure there's room for you to still make a profit. I am doing this because I have a massive death pile I am trying to get rid of. So let's go find some stuff for you. So this is actually my favorite antique mall. I have not been to a ton of them, but this one is really great. I typically can find stuff for resale. Not a lot, but I do find stuff every time I go. This Girl Scout uniform I wanted to show you guys because I feel like you might see these at yard sales or estate sales. And this vendor does have all linen, so hers is priced at $36, and that is about what you could get it for on eBay. So definitely keep an eye out for Girl Scout and Boy Scout uniforms and patches, as some can be extremely valuable. I had to look at that cow egg because it was super, super cute. And then I am definitely keeping an eye out for the jewelry. I mainly am looking for statement brooches and bigger pieces. I wanted to show you guys too that painted tray. Those sell for about 15 to 25. Now this looked really interesting to me. It was some like hors d'oeuvre forks, but at $8 I didn't feel like there was enough room for profit. So as I'm looking around, I definitely am picking up things that catch my eye. I'm looking at them. Even if stuff is priced too high for resale here, you can pick it up, you can look at it, you can touch it, and feel what it looks like. I have these same earrings I just listed. I believe I listed them at about 20. Mine are silver tone though, but at $12, it's just a little too much to have room for resale. And you see here, the cross-stitch pillows I always tell you guys to pick up. And Hardy books are another thing you might find at flea markets and garage sales for 50 cents to $1. And they typically sell for about $2 to $5 each in lots. So keep your eye out for big lots. That is probably where this vendor found them. And they definitely can be a good profit. Love those salt and pepper shakers, but they were actually priced at $8, which was a little too high. So now we are going to move on. Now, as I have been listing jewelry, there are a lot of pieces that are extremely valuable. So I'm looking in here again. The main thing I've seen that sells really high is the really big statement brooches. So I'm just looking to see if anything catches my eye. And now we are at my favorite booth. So these here were curtains. They were only $2.50, but in my experience, curtains are a little bit of a harder sell. But then I saw these really pretty floral, kind of like lace. These are pillow shams, and they were only priced at $1.50. So I did pick those up. I think they'll sell for 20 to 30. And I also saw these placemats, vintage placemats, and they were actually only 50 cents for all four, and I think those should go for about $20. Now, I did find out this lovely lady, which this is my favorite booth, will be leaving soon. They know this is my favorite booth, so the shop owner actually told me that she is leaving, which I'm really sad because this is typically where I find most of my stuff. When you go to antique malls, if you find booths that always have stuff that you can get for a lower price, definitely check those first. I've been looking at this necklace here for a while, but I hadn't picked it up, but she has marked almost everything half off, and this necklace was only $1.50, and I believe it should sell for about $20. And as you guys know, I kind of switch what I'm doing right now. I'm doing quite a bit of jewelry, so I am interested in learning more. That's why I am picking up and looking and touching because the more you increase your knowledge about a particular subject, the more likely you are to find things that are good for resale. I really loved this sun catcher, but unfortunately it wasn't priced, so I did decide to put that back. And now I'm not sure when she's leaving, but hopefully I can come one more time before she does. Always look at vintage tape measures. There are quite a few I've seen that sell for over $50, and I have found those at yard sales. Now, this Jaeger Cottage was marked down to $1.50. This is really heavy, a nice key holder, and it was made in Essex, England. So that one should sell for about $30, and I did find several similar, but they were not exactly the same, but definitely worth picking up. And now I do look at those were imitations, but I'm looking for Christmas cards because vintage Christmas cards will sell. Not super high, they sell for about $10 to $15, but definitely something to look at when you are outsourcing. Now, I found these sunglasses and I forgot mine at home, and these were only 50 cents. So you will see me wearing these sunglasses at the end of the video. Those were my new sunglasses for the day. This mat looks very, very well made, and it was only 50 cents. So this will need to be researched, but some woven products can be quite valuable. So if they're a good price, I typically pick them up and try to research them using Google Lens. And I was looking all over at the sharpener, hoping that it was branded, but unfortunately it was not. So I did decide to put that back. And this little butterfly box was cute, but I'm not sure how well that would actually resell. That would have been really pretty to get to put somebody a gift into. And I'm just kind of looking over slowly. You want to double check before you leave. And this flag was on the top there, and I did not notice it from the other side. So this was marked down to 75 cents, which is a really great price. Those large garden flags typically sell for $12 to $15. And now I'm just going to look at the purses just to see if there are any name brands that I recognize. I also will pick up purses that are super unique. And I want to look at the tags just in case it's a brand that I have heard sells well. I don't always look them up. I tend to go by feeling of quality when I'm looking at purses, and also the name brands that I already know. I don't do a ton of research on it, but I do definitely pick them up occasionally. Now, I absolutely love this scarf. This one, unfortunately, was unbranded, but I think this is one that would really sell well, and it was only priced at $1.50. I did decide to leave that there because I typically only like to pay about $1 for them when they are not name brand. This basket was really, really cool. I love wood baskets like that, but I think it was priced at like $10 or $12. That quilt, it wasn't the quilt, it was actually the napkins and the placemats were $7.50 and $12, but that was just a little too high to have room for profit. These dolls looked really interesting, but they were priced at $38, and I unfortunately was on my way somewhere, so I didn't have time to comp them. I didn't have too much time to spend at the store today, but it was right on my way, so I wanted to stop. And this is a great place to learn about glass. If you're wanting to learn more, go to an antique mall near you. This is the Dalton head vase that I've been looking at for months that I have not got. But these people mark stuff, so you can go in here, look, learn, touch, feel, and that way you gain that knowledge. And I definitely check out the film cameras. That one was priced at $10. I just sold that same one for $25, but I only paid $1 for mine, so I did leave that one there as well. This booth always has some really cool stuff, but most of it is priced a little too high for resale. I love that car. That was a cross-stitch one. I was pointing that out to you guys. So
I still like to go in and look and learn, even if I know the pricing's a little too high. And these purses are absolutely amazing. I believe they're all priced at $80, but they had some really nice brooches as well. So again, I'm looking here to learn. Look at Elvis. Do you see Elvis? Yeah. Some more pretty brooches. And this is amazing. Look at this purse. It is wicker and lucite, and it was absolutely stunning. All right. This is another one of my favorite booths. And the thing with these antique malls, if you go regular, I'm just standing at the edge of the booth and panning it because I've looked at it and I didn't see anything new. I wanted to show you guys these. If any of you are like sewers or crafters, these pillows were made from antique quilts. And I think these would sell online. So if you're crafty, like those were handkerchief pillows, I think that would be an amazing idea. Now, this was a silver brooch. It was marked down to $8. So what I was doing was trying to see if I could see any stamps or branding to see if it was sterling silver. But unfortunately, I did not see any marks. So I did put that one back. And I'm doing more jewelry now, so I am stopping to check out a little more jewelry than I previously would have. Really like this purse, but it was $12. I probably would have paid about $5 for that purse. And this scarf is a type of scarf that would sell fast. It is a batik, but it was $8. Now, this quilt, the Tide quilt for $18, I think might have been a good pickup, but I'm not super familiar with Tide quilts. Watch out for Wedgwood, guys. Watch out for Wedgwood. Some of that can be really big money.
I would like to take just a moment to say I really appreciate you watching me. It really does mean a lot. Take a second, hit that thumbs up, leave me a comment below to let me know what you think, and definitely subscribe if you have not subscribed. I really do appreciate you watching, so let's get back to the video.
And I enjoy doing these videos because I can show you guys what sells as well so you learn. This is a Portofino pillow with the rose. Now, I have found some of these for $1 at the thrift store. This one was $3. So, unfortunately, with doubling it, it was probably a little too high. But I am going to look this one up because some can be really valuable. So, I put in Portofino rose pillow. And you can see here 2 of them for $15 and 1 for $18. So if you got them for $1, it would be a decent pickup. But at $3, it's a little too much. And I am going in here. This lady had some really high-end purses. And you never know. You never know until you look. I have not went in this booth before. But I thought I would go in and check it out. And now this is our booth where we have found a lot of stuff. Previously, I found some JJ brooches that were marked pretty low. We have found quite a bit of stuff in this booth, so we're going to check out, and also paperweights. Most of the stuff I found in this booth have been in the case, and I am just looking. There were a couple flashy brooches there, but they were priced a little too high for resale. And again, like here, these are not locked cases, so you can open them up and touch and feel and look at stuff. I love that Murano flower, but it was $20, and those only sell for about $40 to $50. So if you do see those glass Murano flowers, definitely pick them up if they are at a reasonable price. Now, this jewelry box here was really pretty. It's got roses inside and on the top. It was marked down to, I believe, $5, and I am actually going to try and see if I can find it. I'm using Google Lens, and I'm scrolling here to see if I see the exact one or one similar. I did see this one that looked kind of similar, so I'm going to click on that just to see what it is priced at. And unfortunately, when I scrolled, it just said that it was sold out. It didn't say how much it sold for, so I left that there. And always look at your smalls, guys. If you haven't learned that from watching my channel, you can make a lot of money on very, very small things. So definitely check them out. And if you see those tapestry, antique, and vintage chairs and you're willing to use U-Ship, I would also pick those up. just peeking in again, but there was nothing there. Now, I absolutely love vintage linens, including like this vintage apron. If it was closer to Easter, I would probably pick it up. I believe that was only priced at $5, and I think it could sell for $30 to $40. And this phone was $15. I will tell you, I've sold one similar to this for $80, and it really depends on the brand. But when I looked that one up, it actually only sold for about $30, so that was a little too high for resale. I'm showing you this because I love it. It is a welcome sign with sea turtle and a seahorse, but it is $35. But I love it. Pretty. All right, here are some more purses. So this is another Coach, and this one was priced at $30. Now, if it had been $20 and I could find comps of 50 to 60, I would pick it up. But with it being 30, I did not bother to even comp it. And Google Lens will pick up most Coaches, and there's also a number inside on the leather tag as well. I like this cornucopia, and it was $5 or $8, I can't remember. But it was not marked on the bottom, and it looked a little more modern, so I decided to leave that one there. And we are scanning and scanning, guys, up and down. Always look so you don't miss anything. Now, I do look at artwork a lot, and this doll caught my eye, but she was $7. So, again, a lot of this stuff that I might look up if I were buying for myself is just going to be too high if it is doubled. This is the booth where we found the vintage and antique purses last time for very, very reasonable. So I am making sure I go in here and look. Now, I look at this noodle bowl every time, but I'm not going to get it. It is only $5, which is a great price. So if you see pottery noodle bowls like that, I would definitely pick them up. This little glass duck was cute, but at $4, I think it would probably only sell for about $20. And I like this pottery plate as well. It was only $3. And I turned it over, though, and it didn't have any markings, unfortunately. So I did decide to leave that one there. Now, I found the purses in bags like this last time. But this was a Cogs. I think it's a Cog. Is that Sprog? I don't know. Sorry. I don't know stuff like that. Oh, it is a Cog. That's what the tag said. So we left that there. Now, I am looking to see what brand this one is, and it is, I believe it was Fossil, but it was priced at $8. Now, we're going to dig through her bags, because that's where we found the good purses last time. She obviously found a big lot of vintage gloves. Again, I've told you guys over and over, these vintage gloves, she has them at $4. I like to buy them at about $1, and they sell anywhere from $10 to $30. And the Victoria's Secret pantyhose would probably sell for about $15, but it was priced at $6. And if any of you know about that doll, I want you to tell me. Now, this was priced at $25. It was a biblical tapestry, like a wall quilt. That one would probably sell for about $50 to $60. So that was a little too high, but had it been priced lower, I definitely would have thought about getting it. This Dolphin Bowl is still there. Been looking at that for months as well. This is another booth where I find quite a bit of stuff. So the booths where I found stuff in the past, I take a little more time to go in and look, because I know those vendors price reasonably and that I can find stuff for resale. So once you go to an antique mall and find those couple of booths, then you can kind of skip the other ones, maybe just peek in like I have, and look a little closer at the booths where you know you have been able to find items to flip for a profit. So the antique malls are big. It might take you a little while to figure out which booths are good for resale, but once you do, you can kind of skip the rest of them and go straight to the ones that always have stuff for resale. These boots were a little too worn for me. That is why I put them back. And this baby is creepy. Creepy, creepy baby. So this booth has a really good mix. You can see there were some vintage crocheted pot holders, and then I saw this. and it is only $2. So this is a really cute seashell tree. With Christmas coming up, that would be a great Christmas present, and I think it should go for about $20. I love this Raggedy Ann and Andy as well. This little chick makes me think of Misty, Thrifter Junker Vintage Hunter. She was very cute with her mop. She was Sunshine Promises, and I'm not super familiar, and that one was heavy, so I think shipping would be a big factor into somebody reselling that. Now I am going to look at the clothes since I'm here, but they were priced at $10. So they were priced at a great price if you were buying them for yourself, but not if you were getting them for resale. Now this drew my eye. This was $75, but this is an absolutely amazing vintage all leather purse. If you see something like this at a thrift store, pick it up. Definitely pick it up. Now the vintage linens here, I believe, are $2 to $3. So I like to get them for about $1. And we are peeping some more jewelry. Checking out the jewelry so we know what is valuable and what is not. Those Wedgwood bells have been there a while, and I believe they're a little overpriced. I believe they're at $35. Now these are priced at $3.50 and $4. If you find those, you can easily sell them for $10 to $15 online. And the Briar's horses, of course, were priced up as well. Now we're going to go investigate some jewelry and see what we see. We got to check it all out. Now I am looking for bigger statement pieces such as this one. That one was $3. I think it would sell for about $15 to $20. And this one, I was looking to see if it was marked, but it was not. But those big gold statement brooches, especially if they are marked, tend to sell pretty well. And she has quite a bit of jewelry. I haven't seen very many pieces of hers that are marked, so I don't know if she pulls the marked pieces, which is possible. Maybe the seller sells online as well. But if you see something that's really nice in costume and you can keyword it well, it definitely is still worth picking up. Now this glass bead one caught my eye. It was $4. I think this would sell for about $20 to $25, but with me doubling the cost, I just felt that that was a little too much to pick that up. And I love this glass. Like, that glass necklace was absolutely amazing, but at $6, again, just a little too much because these are all unbranded. And that purple heart was cute. If it was closer to Valentine's, that would probably be a good pickup because that would make a great Valentine's gift. Now, I love that St. John's Bay purse. It was $13 though. So again, we are more here for learning, guys, than we are necessarily to pick up for resale. But sometimes you get lucky and find stuff. Just look at it as a combination learning experience while you're there. This Coach purse was priced pretty reasonably at $10. The handle did have wear. If I was picking up for myself, that is something that I definitely would have comped out and probably picked up. Wash your hands. I love the country look of some of these booths. They are absolutely amazing. I need to make my house look like this. My house is a 1942 farmhouse, for those of you that do not know. But I have not decorated it, but it would decorate like that very, very well. Now, this is different, like a driftwood piece, and it's like a triangle crocheted. That was really neat, and I'd never seen anything like that. It was priced at $50. That's something, if it was lower and I saw it at a garage sale or a thrift store, that I would pick up for resale. And that would fit in one of the priority mailing tubes pretty easy. Bacon makes everything better, guys. Bacon makes everything better. I had to show you those signs. There were multiple. This is kind of a mix in here of old and new. This is another thing that I would pick up if the price were good. That was a really nice cross-stitch piece framed behind glass, but it was priced at $10, which was a little too much. All right. Let's go and check out this booth that is always too expensive, but look at what I found. So this booth is pretty high. They have some really rare things. This is a really cool, they say that it is Roseville, but it was not marked. And after buying a fake Roseville at the same store, I stayed away. Now, this purse, I had to pick the tag back up. It was priced $50 and they had it down to $5. I am not super knowledgeable about purses, so I'm trying to show, if any of you guys know, I did leave that one behind. I am not sure because it's not branded, but from $50 down to $5 is a pretty significant discount. Let me know if I should have picked that up because I did not. And you will see at the end exactly what I did pick up here. I do like to go in this booth and show you guys stuff, so we're just going to take a look at this and then we'll see what I bought. Bad. And I got some new shades. I only spent about $10, so this box will only be $20. Some really cool stuff, some amazing prices. So let's take a look at everything that I bought. All right, so here's the box. This is just a costume jewelry necklace, but it's very, very pretty, you see there. And it was, I think, only $1. The mat, this needs to be researched. This could be like 20 to 30, even upwards of like $40 or $50. These cool vintage placemats with a butterfly, a stitch and time saves $9. These were only a couple of dollars. This little shell tree should go for like $20, and it was only $4. It might even go upwards of $30. There's a garden flag that should go for $15 to $20. This house, which is actually really cool key holder, and this is branded. It was made in England. This one should go for $30 or more. This one's a really, really nice one. And then these really pretty pillow shams. So for all of this, I paid $10. So this will be a $20 box, and shipping will be $15. Shipping rates are higher right now with the holidays, guys. So this is going to be a total of $35. So the house key holder should pretty much pay for everything, and the rest will be